This is the Texas way to use a low investment but make a big profit. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craps Master journey. Let's make it yours too. So this strategy comes from Alfredo at Texas Craps Shooters, and I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description of this video. But what he does is he starts off with a $30 6 and 8, and that he starts off actually with a $31 investment, and I'll show you why in a little bit here. And what will happen is if one of these hits, that pays out $35. So that $35, we're going to break this 25 down into nickels, and we'll grab one of these nickels and make that pennies. And what he'll do is he'll make this into look like 48 on each. So we're going to go 3 on each. So it's $18 addition to each one of them. So now the 6 and the 8 look like $48. Should one of those hits, what'll happen is it'll pay out $56. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our bets back down to 18. And we're going to rack the rest. So if you look at this here, that you're bringing back $115, $116 back to your rack. But if we really look at it, what'll happen is, remember we had $61 to start off our strategy. So that's how much it cost, $61. So that's our 61 right here. In our reality, we're going to make 50, 55, or 60, 70, 85, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $91 in profit. Okay, let's clean this up and we'll get ready for the next one here. Now, what we could do is we can extend this out to the 5 and 9 as well. So let's go with a $25 5 and a $25 9. Again, if one of these hits, that's going to pay out $35. And we're going to take this 25 here, make that look all nickels. And what we're going to do now is we would add $15 to each one of these. So we're going to make it look like 40. That'll give us $5 bring back to our rack. And if that 40, either the 5 or 9, that $40 5 or 9 would hit, again, that pays out $56. And then from here, what we'll do is we would go back down to 15 on the 5 and 9. So if you look at it in all reality, again, we're pulling back $111 back to our rack. But if we really look at it, remember we had $50 invested on that. So we're actually making a profit of $50, $60, $70, $80, $91 again. So we're actually making a profit of $91 off of this. Clean this up again. And let's show what it would look like if we went with a 4 and 10. So we're going to go with a $20 4 and 10. Remember, that comes with a $1 VIG on each one of them. So it's actually going to cost us $42 to get started on this strategy. Now, if one of those hits, that pays out $40 again. So 10, 20, 30, and 40. And we're going to get some pennies for some of this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull back a nickel. And then we're going to make these 4s and the 10s, we're going to make it look like $30. So what's happening now is we're going to pull back, and that $40 is going to come with a $2 VIG on each one of them. So what's going to happen is we're going to pull back $16 into our rack. Now, if either the 4 or the 10 hits, that's going to pay out $60. And then we're going to go right back and we're going to reduce our bets to $15 each. So what's going to happen here now is we're going to pull back and put back in a rack 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $106 will pull back into our rack. Remember, we had an original investment of $42. Okay, so that's our 42 right there. So in all reality, we're actually making 10 or 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, $96 on that strategy. So let's clean this up again. And let's look at what it would look like if we actually played all the numbers at the same time. Okay, now let's say we put all the numbers in together and we make it actually a strategy. So you're going to actually invest $150 into this strategy. So you're going to say, hey dealer, here's my 150. This is what I want with it. So he's going to take the 150 and he's going to make it $20 on the 4, $20 on the 10. He's going to make it look like 25 on the 5 and 9, and then he's going to make it look like $30 on the 6 and the 8. So that's $60 right here. That's going to be 50 here, so that's going to be 110. And then we got 130, 150. And then what's going to happen is we're going to have to drop in $2 more, and that's to pay for the VIGs on the 4 and the 10. Now keep in mind that some casinos will pay the VIG only on the win. A lot of the casinos will pay the VIG up front, and you'll get this back if you take that 4 and 10 off. But if you win or if you lose the 4 or 10, you're going to lose that $2. So keep in mind that we're in the strategy for $152. Now what happens is, let's say that the 6 hits. And that's going to pay out $35. And then we're going to have to drop in another $1 again. Remember that, guys. And let's get the proper change here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to allow us to go up to 48 on the 6 and 48 more on the 8. So that's going to allow us to press both of those up. Let's say the 9 hits. Again, that's going to pay out $35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And that's going to allow us to go $15 on that 5, $15 on that 9. We'll put $5 in our rack. And let's say the 9 hits again. That's going to pay out $56. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop that 5 and 9 back down to 15, and then we'll also bring all the rest of them down, and we'll go back down to that $15 or $18 level on the 6 and 8. And the nice little thing about this now is that we're bringing back to the rack 100, 150, 160, 165, 166, plus the 5 we already had on there. So $171 comes back to our rack. And that's basically only after 3 hits of the dice. So it's kind of nice. Once you get your double hit, you're going to bring everything back down to base and you start on all over. Another neat thing, and I'll bring this up in a future video, is that we can actually start combining some of these badass craps strategies together. And you can go from one into the next and it'll help fund each other. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craps Master journey. Let's make it yours as well.